Hello drone racers, I'm Mark, and today on Drone Racer 101 I'm going to take a look at the FatShark Attitude V4 goggles. If you've been watching my channel over the last month or so, you may have seen these in a couple of videos. I know there's one still coming that I use them in also. So you may know how this is going to go, but I'm going to cover a couple things in here. First, I'm going to cover what I like about these goggles, because there is a lot to like about them. These are what I would call FatShark's high-end budget goggles. Now what I mean by that is they're not the Dominator line. These are one step below that, so they're cheaper than the Dominators, theoretically. But they're a lot nicer than their cheap line. As the Attitude line has gotten better, these have gotten better and better, and they have a lot of the features that you want now. They have a lot of high-end features. They have a fan built in, which is really nice. There's a separate port for connecting that. They are a really cool color. They say FatShark. They have a shark on them. They have a headphone jack, independent diopter controls, port on and on. It comes with a module. It comes with an antenna, and it's actually an immersion RC antenna. So it's a good antenna that it comes with. This is not a throwaway. It has a slot for the DVR, and the light is actually here, and it's the light when the DVR is on is just enough that you can see it, but it's not in your vision at all. It's kind of the best of both worlds. They are really, really comfortable. I like to wear mine on my forehead when I'm not using them. I like to be able to keep them there. And they're very comfortable there. They come with a really nice case. It's big enough that you can actually use it. I hate the little bitty small cases. It comes with a battery and a manual and a way to charge the battery. They are a 640 by 480 square resolution, so you can't adjust it, but it's a pretty good resolution. Theoretically. I like the single strap and not having to have a strap across the top. I found I prefer this. And to be honest, that part took a lot longer than I thought it would, because I really don't like these at all. Now before I go into that, let me say goggles are a super personal preference thing. There is not a right set of goggles. For goggles, I just try and show you the pros and the cons, the features I like, the features I don't like, and it's really up to you to decide which goggles you want to go with, because no matter what you get, you're going to be wrong. Somebody's going to tell you you're an idiot. So yes, it comes with a module. This thing is terrible. It does show a cool shark, so that's awesome. And there's what channel I'm on. So I press the button and it will do a scan, but only on the FatShark band. So here, if I want to change it, it's okay. It'll go through and do a scan here, and then it'll stop and lock on the best channel there, but just that one band. Not everybody's using race band all the time. That's not necessarily a bad thing, so we just need to change the race band. So we'll click it again, and I think we hold this down. No, not that. Okay, so we exit out. Okay, so now we'll try holding this down. Nope, just scanned again. Oh, there we go. Now if I held it down, it started doing the same exact looking scan, but now if I push the button, it will change around. It took me forever to figure this out. Very unintuitive. So there I'm on race band, which is probably where you're gonna want to end up, I think, anymore. Oh, and it's just gonna keep scanning. So in this mode, it'll just keep scanning until I press and hold it again, I think. So there I'm on R1. I also have a little knobby here that will turn it up. Come on, there we go. It'll go up and down the channels, and if you push the button, I don't know what it does. Oh, it just beeps at you and it sticks. So this thing sticks a lot. There, it's stuck. See that? Come on, get out of there. There we go. So there's that. Pretty easy to take this whole thing out. It's a really small module, and it fits in here really nicely, which is another problem, is this isn't made to fit the standard modules. They just made this just enough different size that it doesn't work. Thankfully, Furious FPV have made it so their module fits, and there's gonna be an upcoming video where I'm gonna test these all again with a Furious FPV module. So we'll get that in here and do a test again on this. Now, if you watch my Top Sky video, I'll say this is way better than that module. I'm not just gonna throw this one straight in the trash. It is usable, it's just not good. It's more frustrating for the scanner than anything else. So I mentioned the diopters. So these are custom diopters that we'll actually review very soon, but I'm not going to review it in these because there are a problem with these. Only with these has this happened, that when I put it on my forehead, like I mentioned, I actually cut myself. Like, look at that. I cut my eye. I got a cool Kylo Ren scar. I don't think it's going to scar. I guess I don't know yet. So the picture looks pretty clear there, and my camera doesn't have any problem focusing on it, but there's as dark as it will go, and there's as bright as the image will go. And it seems like it would be really easy to get it somewhere in the middle. But the problem I have had with every flight is it's like this wide dynamic range on the screen is terrible, where everything is either too dark and I can't see any of the shadows and anything that I'm flying into, or it's too bright and everything is just totally blown out. I have not been able to get a happy medium no matter what I have tried. So that's just been really frustrating trying to fly them. Every time I've tried, I've given up and gone to other goggles to finish the video. So you'll notice I have this nice FatShark battery here that I really love, but that's not the one that it comes with. It comes with this, which really has lasted pretty well for the time that I've used it, but you can't charge it through the balance lead. And it comes with a barrel connector, and that's it. And it comes with an adapter, but even the adapter just has these banana plugs on them. Like, give me an XT60 connector on here. If I would end up keeping and using this, probably what I would do is cut these off and just put an XT60 connector on there so I can charge it, you know, like everything else that I've got out there. But then it's gonna be all pissed off because this is not a balance connector. So you have to fool your charger into charging these, and some of them can't even do that. I just don't like this battery at all. Thankfully, FatShark has moved away from these, and they are now using these, which use 18650 cells, and these have just been much, much better. I like this thing a lot. It does also come with an adapter for the antenna that I didn't end up using, but that's kind of nice just to get everything all lined up. So I do like that you can put a TrueD module in here. As I mentioned, I'll be doing that in another video to try and redeem these and get the light in place. But for the price, they're on sale right now for $347, which is great. That's a great value, except goggle prices are going down. If I like these a lot, I could definitely justify that price, because if the module work, it's okay. This module's been okay, but it's not diversity, and I can tell the difference by quite a bit. But I do have to admit, they look awesome. They do look awesome. And I think once I put a TrueD module in there, it will be better. So stay tuned for that. But these are gonna be part of my now 6-way. I'm gonna have a 6-way $300-ish goggle shootout here soon. These will be in it. So the other thing I didn't mention is FatShark does have the best support around. I haven't had to use it yet, but I know people like Andy RC, he's had to turn his in the FatShark multiple times, and their customer service has just been amazingly good. So I will give them that for sure. I haven't had to use it. Hopefully I don't have to. Now what's gonna happen is these are gonna end up being $250. And at that point, these are pretty nice goggles for $250. You can fit a Eachine Pro 58 in here or the TrueD. So the Pro 58's like $25. At this point, at that point, you're gonna have to consider it a whole lot more. Now on the other side, if you had these, I probably wouldn't replace them. It's not a case of if you had bought these and you were out, I'd probably consider the TrueD module that will come soon as an upgrade to them and just say, at that point, they're pretty good. I mean, if you've got them. I've reviewed goggles where I'd say, just stop using those, throw them away and go buy something else. And that's not what these are. These are actually pretty nice. They just have really, really stiff competition right now. So if you found this useful, leave a like and a comment down below and let me know what you want to see in my 6-way goggle shootout. Is there anything specific you want to know? I'll try and lay out all the comparisons that I can, but I want to make sure I don't miss anything. So any specific questions? I have 2 more sets of goggles on the way to review before I get to that. So until next time, remember, I don't think I'm going to get sponsored by FatShark like Andy RC is after this one.